Hey everyone, my name's Kazi, and today we'll be learning about merge sort. So how merge sort works. So it keeps dividing the lists or arrays into smaller arrays until all the smaller arrays or subarrays have only one element, and then it starts merging the elements together two at a time, and it compares the first elements in the sublists until a larger sorted list is made, and then it keeps on repeating step 2, so it keeps on comparing the two arrays that you made until yeah, it just creates one big array with all the original elements and it's all sorted. So for example, we have in one array we have 4, 7, and 14, and 1, 3, 9, and 17. So this is really easy. So all it would do is it would hold on. So what it would do, it would compare the 4 and the 1. So since 1 is smaller than 4, we get 1 first, then we get 4, or then actually then what it would do is it would compare 4 and 3, and 3 is smaller, so we put a 3 here, and then it would compare 4 and 9. Since 4 is smaller, we would get a 4 right here. Then it would compare the next one, which is 7 and 9. 7 smaller, you put a 7 here. Then we would compare 9 and 14. 9 is smaller, we get a 9. 14 and 17, we get a 14, and then we get a 17, so that's there. There you go. So yeah, that's basically the whole sorted array, and that's all it would do if you just had two arrays like that. So that's that. Then for this one, what it would do is they're all broken up. So it would start by comparing these first two. So we would get 2 and 9. It's the end of that array. Then we would do 6 and 5. So we get 5 and 6 because 6 is smaller. That's that one. Then it would do 3 and 10. We get that because 3 is smaller than 10, so 3 goes first. And then 1 and 7. So after we have these arrays over here, now it would compare these two and then these two. So it would compare the first element of this array, which is the 2, with the 5. So we would get 2 there, since 2 is smaller than a 5. And it would compare the 9 with the 5, and 5 is smaller, so we get a 5 there. And then we'll compare the 9 with a 6. 6 is smaller, and then 9 goes there. End of that array. And then we'll compare these 4. So 3 and 1, 1 smaller. 3 and 7, 3 is smaller. 10 and 7, 7 is smaller. And then we get a 10. And then finally, we would do the same thing basically. So 1, 2, then the 5 and the yeah, I would compare the 2 and the 1, 1 is smaller. 2 and the 3, 2 is smaller. 5 and the 3, 3 is smaller, so we get a 3. 5 and a 7, 5 is smaller. 6 and a 7, 6 is smaller. Then 7 and 9, 7 is smaller. 9 and 10, and then 9 smaller than that, and we get a 10, and then that's our sorted array. So that's that. That's basically how it works. And then here we have some code, so I'm gonna go through it. Oh, oops, wrong one. Misclick. Okay, here it is. Alright, so merge sort's a popular recursive sorting algorithm, and in this program we implement merge sort to operate on integers. Another purpose of this program is to illustrate simple techniques used in Java. So if you think I copy and pasted this code from Google, you are absolutely right. So to start, this is the code right here. So I'm just going to go through how it works. So we have in size equals num.length. So yeah, it's the size of the array. Pretty simple. And then here we go. Here's a step where it all starts. So size is already the length of the array, right? So we do int mid equals size divided by 2. So it draws a midline basically between the two arrays. cuts them in half. So then we have int mid, which is half the size, I guess, of the first array right there. So int first half equals new int, and it's long as mid, and mid is half the size of the original array. So we basically cut the array in half, and we stored it in first half. And the second half is size minus mid, so it's basically the other half, you know. That's that. So now we have the array split in the first half and the second half. So here what it does is int I equals 0, I less than mid, I plus plus. So now it's actually filling up the first half with the values of half of the original array. So right here, that's what it does, because mid is like the length of it, right, of the first half of the array. So as long as I is less than mid, it's gonna put in num of I. So we're just gonna fill it up. And the second half, pretty self-explanatory, same thing. And now the second half is filled with the second half of the numbers in the array. So now we have here, what it does is it merges them, and that's that. This is the command. So you don't really have to go through anything else, it just does it for you. And then yeah, say first is an array of sorted numbers, and second is now another array of sorted numbers, right? Because we hit it right here. They're both sorted out. So now it's going to right here merge. So you can create a new array to store the answer. Like this, you can just do int whatever, you know, you could do that, for example, equals that. So now we have a new array that's the same length as all the numbers in the first and the second, so it can fill it up all the way. And then we just do the same thing, compare them one by one, and then it would all be stored in res like we did over here using this command, and then we'd be finished. So that's basically how merge sort works. Nothing really hard about it, and yeah, that's about it. So I'm gonna post the code in the description of the video so you can go through that. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.